What's good, y'all? It's your boy Dalen, film executive director from Film is Art, and we're coming at you with our very first defensive prospect film breakdown, and we're gonna do none other than Will Anderson. Now, unlike my counterpart, when you see my face, it's always gonna come with defense. I am a firm believer in defense wins championships, even though in all honesty, if we've seen the Super Bowl, it's not so true, not so true. But defense does matter, and I'm here to ensure that everybody needs to know that defense matters. Now, I'm not gonna go on no long-winded rant. I know what y'all came to see. Y'all came to see Will Anderson. Y'all didn't come to see my face. Y'all came to see Will Anderson, study Will Anderson. But of course, I'm gonna give y'all a breakdown. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of background on Will Anderson. Now, without further ado, let's get right into it. Will Anderson played 3 years at the edge position for the Crimson Tide. In 2020, as a freshman, he recorded 51 total tackles, 10 sacks, and 10.5 tackles for loss. In 2021, as a sophomore, he recorded 101 total tackles, 17.5 sacks, and 31 tackles for loss. In 2022, his final year as a junior, he recorded 52 total tackles, 10 sacks, and 17 tackles for loss. Some of his notable awards, him winning the Bronco Nagurski Trophy, and he is the only player in that award's history to take it home twice. In 2022, he won the Bed Barrack Award, which is awarded to the nation's top defender. And in both 2021 and 2022, he was a unanimous first-team All-American. In 2021, he had won SEC Defensive Player of the Year, and he was a permanent captain for the Alabama Crimson Tide. One of the main strengths of Will Anderson is his run defense. His run defense is absolutely insane for a guy that's 6'3 and a half, 243 pounds. That's in the league, that's considered relatively undersized. He's probably about 10 pounds, just a wee bit undersized. But however, he still plays the run very strong. He knows how to set an edge. He knows how to clog up holes. He knows how to be disruptive. And here's just one of the many examples that I have of it. So he's gonna come off the ball. He's gonna engage with the guard. That's Osiris Torrance. And he's gonna fight. And he's gonna clog up that hole. Being a gangster against the run doesn't always mean that you necessarily make the play, but sometimes you cause the offense to do things that they don't want to do. As you can see here, Will Anderson, he cuts across the tackle's face, literally beats him to the spot, and he's going to make this play, but obviously forces a holding penalty. And because he forces a holding penalty, he draws a flag. Now that's 10 yards. Now in the NFL, that's very, very major because obviously offenses are putting up points. Anything that can get the offense to go back is always a W for the defense. Again, showing off his main strength being his run defense. Right here, he's going to play the read option basically as perfect as he can. He's going to attack the outside shoulder of the tight end, ensure that he stays home, just in case the quarterback keeps it. And then when the quarterback does keeps it, he fights through the tug of the tight end and goes to go make a play. In goal line situations, despite being 6'3", 243 pounds, considered undersized, can Will Anderson go make you a play in the goal line? Well, as the film speaks for itself, absolutely he can. And he causes a fumble and causes havoc. Will Anderson has a funny move that he likes to use, and he uses this relatively consistently, but I'm just going to point it out one time. So what he likes to do is he likes to essentially take the outside shoulder or arm or hand of wherever he's rushing and kind of basically pull himself forward. Now, that's kind of scary for him being a speed guy to basically use the tackle's body part to kind of lunge himself forward. So we'll show you how it looks here. So here you see he kind of sets himself up. He plants. He basically squares up with him. The tackle is squared up here. The tackle is in decent position. He's in really, really good position. Gets a punch. Actually gets him off balance with a one-handed punch. But unfortunately, the tackle stops his feet, so he's not able to keep up. So essentially what Anderson does is, you see he literally takes his hand, literally grabs his hand here, grabs his outside hand, because he knows he knows with his feet stopped, he's not going to be able to beat him to the outside, and literally pulls himself forward, and then just closes the space between him and Kyle Trask. Boom, forces a fumble, chaos. Will Anderson is to the left side of your screen, right here, lined up over the tight end. That tight end is actually Kyle Pitts. Now, this clip is here for don't give Will Anderson easy money. If you give him easy money, he's going to take the easy money. So he rushes literally through Kyle Pitts, through the running back, and gets to the quarterback with ease. Will Anderson is lined up on the left side of the screen, lined up over the right tackle. Even though he's lined up over the right tackle, he's going to attack the guard. And what we like here about this rep is He's going to come firing off the ball. Boom. As soon as he fires off the ball, you see he gets his hands on first, basically catches the guard by surprise. And because he catches the guard by surprise, he got his right hand on that guard's left shoulder. So he's basically controlling him. He's allowing him not to be able to get punched and allowing him to not get touched, essentially. He ends up extending, pushing him completely off, and then basically throws his hands off of him and goes to get Matt Corral for the sack. A problem Will Anderson may face on the next level is fighting against the bigger and stronger offensive linemen in the NFL. Despite him only being 243 pounds in college, he was a very great run defender. But because everybody in the NFL are grown men and they're all developing to their man bodies, and he's coming into the league a little bit undersized, just not in his man body yet, he may struggle with getting ran right at. Offensive line might be able to pin him and push him around and bully him. This didn't happen to him very much in college, but again, here's a little bit of an example. So Florida's going to run power right at him. He's going to engage with the tackle, and he can't fight over the top of that tackle and contain the edge. So essentially, they run right off the butt of that tackle, and he's stuck pinned to the inside, and they run and they get a decent gain. Another concern with Will Anderson is how is he going to be able to deal with NFL length? There's too many times on his film where he ends up getting extended on and ends up completely becoming a non-factor. As you can see here, the right guard pulls towards him and completely engages with him first. The guard is going to lock out, and once the guard locks out, he is a complete non-factor. My final concern with Will Anderson is exactly what is his pass rush plan. There's too many times on his film in which he's kind of just rushing down the middle of people, or he kind of grabs hands and doesn't really have a exact plan of what he wants to do. Now here on this rep, he's going to come at the outside shoulder of the left tackle, and again he gets locked out and he kind of just gets stopped. There's no other move that necessarily helps him disengage. He's kind of just running down the middle, kind of hoping to overpower guys, but at 243 pounds, especially in the NFL, you're not going to be overpowering very many dudes. This is just another example of what I mean by Will Anderson not necessarily having a pass rush plan. Now here he actually displays his second move, but he does it too slow. So he's going to wait for the snap. He's going to engage. Again, he's got his hands. He's winning here. He's winning this rep. Now you need another move, a quick move, something that's going to quickly get you off of this right tackle and get you to the quarterback. He kind of holds up, and then he finally busts a spin move, but that's way too much time. And, obviously the quarterback misses, but still. The player that Will Anderson reminds me the most of is Cowboys defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence. Just like Anderson, Lawrence was undersized coming from Boise, but he was a great run defender and a good pass rusher. Lawrence eventually filled into his frame and became a two-time Pro Bowler in the 2017 and 2018 seasons. Lawrence has been consistently graded out as one of the league's best run defenders at the edge position, according to Pro Football Focus, and I think that Will Anderson will follow a similar career trajectory as Lawrence. He's a guy who's awesome as a run defender, but just a good pass rusher. He has the capability of getting 7 to 10 sacks a season and double-digit tackles for loss. He has the potential to create havoc that teams need to account for many years to come. All right, y'all. That's a wrap on Will Anderson. I appreciate y'all for tuning in and listening. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share the video. We appreciate you guys. And until next time, peace.